it's time to get to it. But I'm here right now with it, so I'm gonna tell y'all something right now with it, okay? What's fantastic about this is we are gonna have a brand new NBA champion, and technically a team we haven't seen win a championship in a super long time. Any of these teams, any of the four. But I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you my NBA Finals predictions. It's gonna be a sweet, simple whispering video, just letting you know my predictions. Let me know your predictions down below. Let me know if you think your team is gonna make it, and if your team is up next year, or what's the case. My team is unfortunately out, so I will just be going with some of my favorites on a biased tip, in a sense. Okay, let's go. I love the Pacers series. And I say that, and I'm so upset because the Pacers are low-key in every single game, have a chance at some point to win the game or take that momentum. They haven't done it. Halliburton is now injured. So it's, it's kind of over with. But all the games were good. All the games were good. The series prior, them beating the Knicks, I know that took a lot to do. That took a lot out of some of their best players. That took a lot out of everyone. They were playing immaculate minutes. There was a couple overtime games. Some players played whole games. So it was a tough series. And then to come in here and give Boston a run every game, I know that the losses hurt worse. The same thing I'm saying for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves absolutely went in there and did their thing against the Nuggets, which I predicted in the predictions video, if y'all saw it. But the thing about that is I feel like that took everything that they had, and now you don't have nothing left to give. And they're trying. Their games are good. I'm not saying that, they're not getting demolished, and they were actually up in one of the games, but the Timberwolves are looking like they are not going to have enough to get past superstar Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Now on to Dallas. Dallas is taking care of business. Their two stars are taking care of business. The addition of PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford has completely revamped the Dallas Mavericks. One thing I'll say about the Mavericks, though, is when one of those stars are off, the games are a lot more closer, and Dallas is a lot more vulnerable to losing, which is kind of obvious and common sense. But they're on point. They're scoring in the fourth quarter. They're hitting shots when it matters. They're hitting the momentum shots. They're doing what they do at the pace they're supposed to do it this whole playoff run. I would love to see a Dallas Mavericks, Boston Celtics NBA Finals. And listen. One, there's a lot of history going down here. We have Kyrie Irving involved with Boston one more time. We both know that it's a rivalry. Boston hates Kyrie. Kyrie, I'm sure, hates Boston, but may not say it. Just the talent that's going at it. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, all the role players. Like, this is a lot of talent, MVP, superstar talk. Then you have Luka Doncic, who just is a Dallas guy. He looks right in that uniform, and going against Celtics, I'm pretty sure he's not a fan of the Celtics. I'm pretty sure. But this matchup is going to depend on the depth of the players, but not only that, if one of these players goes off and continues to go off, it's going to be a great series. I think the finals would be an absolute banger. I just feel like you have the Pacers in the finals. That's cool. It's going to be a brand new team. Wow, they made it. It's going to be, wow, they made it. This is such an accomplishment. Who cares if they lose, because they shouldn't even been here. And it's like, let's have guys who actually should go at it. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell this year, but this year the refs, the refs the past 3-4 years in the NBA have been garbage. But what I can say, at least from my perspective, physical this year, a lot more scruffles, a lot more scrappiness coming from players, and I love it. Three guys are really holding it down defensively, really holding it down at the rim, and they are scoring. It's not like they're not. Daniel Gafford just had 16 and like 10. Bro, I've always had hype for Daniel Gafford since he got with Washington way back. But he was never used properly. He has a guy now who is throwing him lobs. They're allowing him to free will get it in the post, do a quick hook, quick dunk. They're giving the guy a shot. Derek Lively's coming in with a bunch of momentum this year. His mom passes away, unfortunately. He's grinding, he's energetic. He gets on that freaking court and just makes plays defensively. Your scoring's coming from Luka, Kyrie. PJ Washington's giving them some phenomenal points. They got some guys that are doing some things. I won't lie. My only problem is Boston. Boston has a bunch of guys who just randomly get off, and I say that because I'm a Miami Heat fan, if you guys don't know. So I've had my fair share of games against Boston, my fair share of series against Boston, and my fair share of rivals against, you get it, right? Listen. Derek White, 40 ball. Randomly. And then you have to still deal with Tatum's 25 and Jaylen Brown's 18 and Al Horford's 12 and 10, and it's crazy. Then you'll have a random game. Pat Richardson, Magic Rich, you know what I'm talking about. For some reason I'm fumbling his name, but he'll come out and do 22 points and 6 assists then randomly. Then you have Al Horford is gonna randomly come out at a freaking, seems like the senior center, and give us a 25 and 15 game all of a sudden with 3 blocks. And then you're gonna have that game in the series where Tatum does 40, and then where him and Brown do 25 apiece. So it's like, and then you'll have Porzingis who can freely score 40 points if he wanted to, or give you a 25, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. I said Porzingis, right? Yeah. This is what I'm saying, man. That's so much to freaking deal with when any player can pop off, considering every night you're gonna have to, let alone deal with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum scoring. So that's already the game plan. But imagine having to go, just in case these guys go off, we have to make these whole defensive packages and etc. It has to be annoying. I don't feel like Mavericks have enough of that offensively, so it's gonna be how it's been: heavy Luka, heavy Kyrie. But I feel like Green and I feel like Lively and all those guys, if they can continue, and PJ Washington can solidly continue, give them 15 or more, I feel like they'll be able to survive and can pull some of them games out. I feel like that'll be the finals that I want. So that's my prediction that I'm gonna go with, and I think that's what obviously is gonna happen. I assume, unless one of these guys do some stellar comebacks and some injuries happen. But we're going Dallas Celtics, and I'm taking Dallas in 6. I wouldn't mind if we go 7 though. And I'm serious about that one. I'm gonna go ahead and look on to my and put go ahead and lay one of them things down for that. Go ahead, Dallas. And another thing is, that might sound biased, but I was very open and very honest about the Celtics players, but I don't like Boston either. So, yeah, I got Dallas. It's been a phenomenal playoffs this year. It's been a lot of physicality, a lot of new hard-working players. Denver's eliminated. They got a lot to look at. Miami, we got a lot to look at. The Lakers got a lot to look at. This is a massive offseason for the Lakers, a massive offseason for a couple teams. My Miami Heat talking about we might part ways with Butler. So expect a lot of basketball videos to come up during this offseason, because it's looking like there's going to be some blockbuster things going down. And, I've said this, this is kind of off topic because we're clearly not in it, but Miami, I openly have said this: Jimmy Butler, I love you to death. You do work your mother ass off, but playing 50 games to me is not what I want from my star player, when he could have at least been available for 65. get what I'm saying? And I get it. He's a hustler. He's gonna get to the finals, the playoffs, etc., and get there and do what he gotta do. But we've given it 5 years. We're very close. We were in it. You know? And I think I don't want to part ways with Bam or Hero. They got years on them coming, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we'll see though. I wouldn't mind keeping him if he talks the right amount of money. So we just kind of got to see what's up with that. What's up with LeBron and Bronny. So there's going to be a lot. If y'all enjoyed today's video and the predictions, let me know who y'all got in the finals. And what y'all little rundown is. Shoot me I want to do like a basketball predictions video with the subscribers. Like, I feel like having people tune in and then do like a minute thing where